Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is pick a card to see what the spring season has in store for you. So that is from now when we've just had the spring equinox till the period of say June. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at different areas in your life, you personally, then your career as well as love and relationships. All right, so pick the pile that you're feeling most drawn to. We've got the red flower, we've got yellow flower, and we've got this pink flower. So see which one you're feeling called to and pause the video if you need more time. I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi pile 1, for those of you who've chosen this red flower here. So these are the areas of your life. This is you personally, as in the changes that are happening within you and on a very personal level. This is in terms of your career, and lastly we look at your relationships and love life. Okay, but I want to pull some Lenormand cards to put on each of these piles or each of these sections to get a bit more information. Got the rider, the ship, okay, and the lilies. All right, we have the tower here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so when it comes to you personally, I feel like you're very goal oriented. Okay, there may be some obstructions, some irritations, some annoyances. It's not a very big deal, but I feel like it's coming from the people in your life. Okay, I'm also hearing expectations. There are certain people in your life who probably expect you to behave in a certain way, and that is getting really annoying. Okay, and they are probably trying to impose certain rules, certain regulations on you, like this is how things have been done, this is how they should be done, whereas you have your own idea about who you want to be, who you are deep down. Okay, and that is what's waiting to emerge, that is what's emerging in this season of spring. Okay, and I really like seeing the Six of Wands there, because we'll see this in the love and relationship section as well, but it tells me that you're moving ahead with a sense of self-esteem and confidence that you perhaps have not had previously. Okay, there's a sense of what I'm hearing, like every step of yours is self-assured. Okay, so no matter what is thrown in your way, I feel like you're going to let it slide, let it go, and not affect you at a deep level. And it's certainly something that you're not going to allow to impact your sense of self-esteem and confidence. So I also feel like you're going to be somewhere in the spotlight in some way. There could be also some romantic gestures that are made towards you. There are some people who are maybe even fighting for your attention, but you're going about your business and you're very self-focused, self-driven during this time. Okay, there are reasons to celebrate. There's some battle almost that you are overcoming. This may be like an internal conflict, an internal battle in which, like I said previously, there are expectations from others, but then there's something else that you want to be and you want to do. And so ultimately what's winning here is your sense of self. That is what's winning. Okay, so it's a good time for you to also put yourself out there, I would say, without holding back. The Rider and the Six of Wands are both kind of action oriented. Wands are associated with fire element, action oriented, male principle. Okay, so you're going after your goals and you're feeling quite ambitious as well, and I do feel like you're going to get some kind of accolades, or you're going to be in the spotlight in some way, okay? And it has probably come at a cost, and that cost may be even jealousy, even envy from people who don't like to perhaps see you prosper, or who try to bring you down with some kind of negative comments or something like that, especially if you're out in the public sphere in some way. There may be some people who are a bit crabby. They try to pull you down, they try to pull your vibe down, like naysayers perhaps. But you're going about your business irrespective of that, and you're going to conquer a lot of your inner demons, as well as I would say external frenemies, or people who are maybe envious of you, okay? So this is a really good change, I believe, where I feel like earlier you may have allowed certain external situations, circumstances, and people to get you down in some way. You're not allowing that anymore, whether it's coming from friends or family, or just generally naysayers or people on your social media or whatever, okay? And usually when we get attention, when we are in the spotlight in some way, when we're thriving, these kind of things happen, okay? But yeah, you're not going to let that affect you in any way. Now when it comes to your career, this is really good, and it all ties in together, okay? In terms of your career, you're again very self-assured, I would say. With the Queen of Pentacles there, we have the yin yang symbol here card, as well as new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Always a good card to get when it comes to career and finances. So you're in a very stable position. There's a sense of calm and composure to you. And again, with the ship here after the rider, there is movement forward, especially if you have your own business, or you want to maybe start your own business. You're going to do it on a sure footing, okay? You're going to be very steadfast in your sense of drive and ambition, okay? And some of you may even travel. You may even or you may deal with people who are overseas. But there's also this element here of exploration. You're going beyond what you were used to, okay? And that's what's bringing in a lot of I would say fruitful rewards, okay? And it is hard work. It is hard work because you are taking action, and you also know when to sit back and wait for inspiration or wait for new ideas to emerge, and at the same time you know when to take action. So whenever you do take action, which is inspired action, it is going to pay off. And I also feel like there are some rewards coming in from previous efforts, from the previous cycle during this time in the springtime, okay? The ship is especially good for trade, business, and financially. It's an uplifting card because it tells me that there's movement forward, you're in momentum, you're in flow, and you're also exploring perhaps new avenues for generating income, okay? So you're in a very stable position, I would say. And besides that, it's almost like you don't need to try too hard to accomplish your goals and your financial aspirations. It's like you're in the flow, you're in a good space, okay, in a very calm space, and you're able to take action wherever required, and you're able to step back and enjoy the rewards as well whenever it's time for you to rest and sort of wait for new ideas and inspiration to come to you. So the active as well as receptive principle, the yin and yang, are both in balance here, okay, number 22. And the Queen of Pentacles is also someone who knows how to take care of herself, okay? So this is speaking to me of financial independence, financial security, stability. And if you have been maybe looking for a promotion or something, that's also likely to happen during this time. Okay, but it's all coming from a very balanced, inner calm and composed space, which I really really like seeing. Okay, there's no uh, fidgety energy, there's no angsty energy. You're very very calm and composed and very self-assured, extremely self-confident. Okay, so keep up with that, keep that up. Now when it comes to your relationships, there's a bit of a bit of a challenging energy. Okay, and we saw that over here as well. I did speak about that. What's happening here is we have the Three of Swords along with self-worth. We have the lilies, and I'll get to that in a bit. And we have this emergence card, which is beautiful. And I did sense that here as well, that you're emerging as your true confident self now. And what happens with that is, because of that inner transformation, there are some relationships in your life that may fall off because you're standing firmly on your own 2 feet in a way, and you're very self-assured and you recognize your self-worth. So obviously, if that vibe is not matching with those in your life, with certain relationships who actually are dependent on you not valuing yourself, you not having a high self-esteem, then those relationships are likely to fall off, or there may be some challenges there with these people. Okay, and it is all boiling down to this. Okay, I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. Okay. So there's a lot of thinking here, but I think what you're doing is you're not thinking anymore about what someone else thinks about you. Okay, because that's a means of seeking validation from others, and to some extent we all do that, but we don't really depend on that to define our self-worth, right? And that's also what I sensed over here. Okay, so I do feel like you're climbing up the ladder in some way in your life. Okay, you're reaching the next level, and with that what happens is there are certain relationships that are likely to fall away or fade away. Okay, because they're not able to cope perhaps with this new you, with this new version which is emerging, and which is very self-assured, very self-confident, and you know who you are. With that knowledge, with your knowledge of your creative power, you're completely, I would say, indefeatable. Okay, and with that there could be some challenges in relationships. Okay, now for others of you, I am seeing that maybe some situation has been going on for a while now, and you may have felt kind of rejected in the past in some relationship. Okay, obviously it's a deep intimate partnership or connection, otherwise you wouldn't feel hurt, right? With the Three of Swords there's an understanding, there's an acceptance of some kind of lesson that you've learned through this experience, and it may also have something to do with someone who's older than you. Could be a parent, could be a guardian, could be even just generally someone quite mature. Okay, or it could be a relationship that goes way back, to the past. But also with the lilies there, I am seeing that you're attaining peace and harmony irrespective of what's happening in this connection. Okay, so there are a few challenging astrological transits in April, especially. We have eclipse season. Okay, so we're already feeling the effects of that. So since that's happening, there are likely to be some changes in a particular, some drastic changes in a particular aspect of your life, and usually the universe brings about a sense of balance, where one aspect is perhaps hampered in some way. There's another aspect of your life which is glowing and shining, and I feel like in your case it's your career and your personal transformation. Okay, so it is all tying in together. I feel like you on a purpose level, on a financial level, on a career level, and in terms of your personal growth, you're doing really, really well. Even in terms of relationships, I would say that there is a chance for healing to occur, for harmony to set in relationships, but not at the cost of your self-worth. Okay, I'll pull just a few cards from the Whispers of Love to get any additional messages for you in terms of love and relationships. What can they look forward to? Okay, yeah. Usually this card comes up for me when there's a difficult situation that we have learned something from. So it says miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Even difficult situations have their gift, in a way. And we have I love you. These are powerful words. So this is both in terms of self-love as well as love that is extended to you. Okay, that looks nice. Let's get one more. And we have appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love, and you are indeed growing. And I feel like the new love, if this is an intimate partnership, if that is what's falling away, I feel like the new love that is emerging in your life, new situation or new opportunity in your love life, that's going to be a lot deeper, and it's going to be something that you're really going to appreciate in time with a strong foundation. Okay, so those are your messages, group 1. I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoyed this springtime reading. A lot of action. It looks really, really prosperous and transformative. So I'm wishing you all the best. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye-bye. Hi group 2, for those of you who have chosen this yellow flower here. This looks like a really good reading, but let's start. I want to choose some Lenormand cards to put on each of these sections. So this is your personal transformation and personal life, just you. Okay, this is your career and business, finances, and this is your love life. Okay, love and relationships. So let's get a few Lenormand cards for each of these sections. All right. Just one. Okay, we have the ship, the woman, and the mountain. Okay. We have the house at the bottom of the deck. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Peace card, as well as the Snake here. Okay. I have to say there's a bit of maneuvering, a bit of adjusting. Okay. And both of these cards here are talking to me about flexibility. And the reason why you kind of need to be flexible during this time, during the springtime, is because A, you're trying to maintain a sense of balance, okay, in your life, a sense of peace, and B, I feel like you're going to be really busy, okay, and you may be dealing with certain people who you need to sort of be very diplomatic with, all right. Not gonna lie, there are some people I feel, or some circumstances which are a bit challenging, or they have been a bit challenging, but I feel like you're maneuvering through them pretty well, and you're maintaining your inner sense of peace and calm. There may be someone in your life who has who's hurt you, who's maybe said horrible things to you, or who's been really challenging, okay. They may have been quite, I don't know, arrogant or rude or something like that, or just generally quite toxic. For some of you, they are going to extend this olive branch to you, okay, and try to make peace with you. But I'm getting a message here to still stay on guard, okay. I feel like this is someone that you may not trust, okay. You may not trust their motivations, you may not be aware. It's almost like you're not really sure, like when they might turn and bite you, that kind of a thing. So they're quite unpredictable in that sense, and this is someone that you're learning to perhaps adjust with, okay, and to be flexible around, as well as to stay on guard in a way, okay. But there is a sense of inner peace, inner calm, that to you is indispensable. It's not something that you want to give away, and that's why you're trying to be as flexible as is possible, okay. Also, with the Two of Pentacles there, like I said, you may be really busy during this time, and there are reasons, okay, as we'll see in the rest of the reading. There are reasons for that. So there are lots of priorities perhaps in your life that you need to focus on, and you need to balance. So there's a lot of juggling happening in your life in the next 3 months or so, okay. It's a busy time, which means that you're taking action, okay. And there may be certain choices as well that you need to make, certain decisions as to what to focus on at one particular time and what to drop, okay, or what to prioritize, in other words. And I feel like a big part of your priority is going to be your sense of peace. You're going to not allow basically anything or anyone to disturb that sense of peace and calm in any way, okay. But overall, this looks like a period in which you're reaching a sense of tranquility, and we're seeing that in the later in the other sections of your reading as well, okay. So yeah, there could also be some like I said, somebody trying to make peace with you, all right, someone you have had challenges with. But again, I don't think you fully trust this person, so yeah, if just go with your gut, all right. Now when it comes to your career, this looks so prosperous and amazing. We have your supermoon, emotions are running high. We also have cornucopia, which is a wish being granted. We have the ship, and we have the King of Pentacles. You're in a very stable, secure position, okay. And two of these cards are kind of similar to what came up in the first group as well. But I feel like you really hit the jackpot in some way when it comes to your career, your business, your finances. For some of you, I'm hearing like your investments are paying off, okay. Maybe you do some trading or something like that, stock trading. I don't know why I'm getting all that, but maybe that's what's paying off big time. I'm also hearing, be careful to not make your decisions, financial decisions, from an emotional perspective. That's almost never a good idea. Even though money has certain emotions associated with it, it's energy like anything else. Be careful not to overspend or not to make investment decisions when you're in a particular emotional state. All right, that's the guidance that I'm getting for you. But with this cornucopia, the ship, and the King of Pentacles, you're moving ahead. Okay, there is some kind of wish that you've held for probably a long time, and maybe you felt stuck in some way. Now there's movement forward. Okay, I love seeing the ship here as well as this Six of Swords here, because you're exploring as well as, there's movement forward, there's no stagnancy, things are moving ahead, and anything that was stagnant or that was blocked in some way will start to show signs of movement now. Okay, so you have the number 11 here as well, which is like a portal, and I do feel like there's something really, really close to your heart, some desire, some wish that is coming to fruition now. Okay, it is being fulfilled now in this springtime. And what a beautiful card to get for spring, because it shows this bounty of fruits, of deliciousness. Okay, so when it comes especially to business, investments, that's what I'm getting strongly, that's really going to flourish. But even if you're working for someone, this may be a boss, there is growth, there is enhancement in your financial status and your bounty. Okay, your financial bounty. And there may even be some dealings with people from overseas, or people who are maybe even online. Okay, but I feel like you're going to really see a lot of improvement either way. When it comes to your career, it's really going to take off, and you're going to feel really content with where you are, secure and stable. All right, just be careful not to allow your emotions to with the Two of Pentacles here as well, to sway you in some way. All right, or to lead to imbalance. All right, now, and when it comes to your relationships and love life, again with the Mountain here, you could possibly be dealing with someone who is far from you. Okay, like overseas, or even in today's context, the Mountain can also be like online. Okay, maybe you meet someone on a dating app or something, because the feeling that I'm getting here is that you're pretty much enjoying your own company, but at the same time there is something to look forward to. It may not be like here in the physical, as in your physical reality right now. So especially if this is like an LDR, a long distance relationship, you may not have met this person yet, but there's a sense of harmony, a sense of beauty, a sense of peace in this connection. Okay, and we have the card here of perfect match. I mean, what more could you ask for? Congratulations, you've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is here or on its way. This is the sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love, that neither party will have to hide their farts from. Smells like a special duo. Okay. So there may be some travel involved. Okay, there is perhaps some distance involved here, but I feel like also with the Six of Swords, the six to me is a number of balance, harmony, peace, and beauty. There's a lot to look forward to in this connection. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting a strong feeling that this is someone who is quite artistic, someone who enjoys their own company, and yet they have a lot to offer when it comes to an intimate partnership. In general, I feel like there's going to be healing, recovery taking place in your relationships. So if you've had maybe some conflict, okay, with somebody, there's a sense of moving towards tranquil waters, towards peace, towards harmony, towards a sense of equilibrium and balance again in your life, okay, when it comes to relationships that really matter. There could be a woman specifically who's either bringing the two of you together, or this could be you as well, okay, but yeah, that could also be the case. I'm going to pull some cards from the Whispers of Love to get any additional messages when it comes to love and relationships. For some of you, I'm getting when it comes to your business, career, finances, job, there is someone who you're going to learn a lot from. This could be like a mentor figure in your life, okay? Someone who has a very knowledgeable, calming presence, and you're going to learn a lot from this person is what I get, okay? It's a supportive connection. What can they look forward to when it comes to their love life? All right. Lots of cards. Okay. We have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So this is someone you can turn to, but I do feel like there is someone who's either bringing you all together, or who's, if this is an existing connection, they are probably helping you reconcile with somebody or giving you advice. Okay, we have be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. And we saw that with this card as well. You can be authentic with this person. We have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. There is perhaps some choice that you need to make when it comes to love, okay, when it comes to relationships. But I am getting the strong feeling of healing, okay, a particular connection in your life. And then we also have new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. This could be someone you also meet perhaps when you travel, alright? But new love, perfect match, this looks really exciting. It's probably someone who's going to spark, your interest and your curiosity right off the bat. And I'm getting strong artistic vibes from this person, okay? Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. So this is beautiful. There's a lot to look forward when it comes to not just your love life, but also your career, business, finances. Some of you could definitely be traveling or dealing with people who are overseas or who are at a distance from you, significant people. For others of you, there is some mature figure, some mature person in your life who's going to give you either the right advice or who's just going to generally be of support in your life, okay, in different areas. And there is tranquility, harmony, peace coming back in certain strained relationships as well, I feel, okay. Those are your messages, group 2. I hope this helps. This looks like a really exciting season for you, and I wish you all the best and congratulations on this momentum that you're accessing now, okay. So good luck, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye. Hi group 3, for those of you who've chosen this pink flower here. So we have these 3 sections that we're going to look at. One is you in general, your transformation, your personal journey. Okay, then we have your career, business, finances. Okay, and lastly we have love and relationships. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one Lenormand card for each of these sections and then we'll start. Group number 3, we have the mice. Okay, the moon and the book. Bottom of the deck we have the bouquet, which is really nice because this could be a gift or big luck coming into your life. Now I'll be honest here, there's a lot of change happening in your personal life, as in you as a person. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. This is spiritual growth, spiritual big jobs. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, and we have the number 37 here, which is 10, which is the ending of a cycle. And here we have never ending story. I feel like a lot of you have felt rejected in some way. Okay, and in this period of time, in spring season, you're gonna be able to see very clearly how a particular pattern has held you back in life. Okay, how a particular pattern of either attracting the wrong kind of people or being in a circumstance, in a situation in which you've maybe given your power away in some way, or you felt neglected, you felt rejected, or you've relied on certain people who've not been there for you, who you feel like, who make you feel like an outsider perhaps. Okay, these are the things that you're realizing in your life, and I know this looks challenging. Okay, because there are big changes that you're going through. Okay, these are, like you could say, like a tower moment which reveals some truth to you, and after which you just can't be the same person anymore, that kind of a thing. Some illusions are being shattered. And with the mice there, this could definitely be people who have either brought you down, who've made you feel like, who've affected your sense of self-worth, self-esteem, and who've just generally maybe sucked your energy in some way. I also see the mice as like energy vampires, because they drain, they suck, and it's very slow, it's very gradual, like somebody is gnawing at you. When you're in bad company, this is what happens usually, or when you're surrounded by people who have a very different outlook towards life, or who don't appreciate you no matter how much you do. Like, no matter what you do, it's not enough. So they end up draining your energy, and you end up feeling empty. You feel like, I'm not good enough for these people. But all the while, what you're seeking is a validation from yourself. Okay, so there's a big change happening internally for you as far as your self-esteem, self-worth, the way you look at yourself is concerned. Okay, and I know it seems challenging, but no awakening happens by you lying down comfortably on the bed. Okay, this is how awakening takes place. This is how we are forced to look at ourselves and remember who the F we are. Okay, and that's what you're doing. So there is some cycle, some chapter coming to an end, and there is perhaps something that you're grieving in a way, like it's a loss of maybe your energy or something else. Okay, it feels like a loss to you, but maybe in the long run, when you look back, you'll recognize that this was a pivotal moment where things changed for you. Okay, for the better. So these are temporary changes which have long-term consequences, I feel. So that's what's happening here. There is a particular story in your mind as well that's been nagging at you, which may be a very self-critical, negative story, and we all have an inner critic. If I pull a card perhaps from this deck, we might just get that card, okay, which I'm talking about. But let me just pull one card from this deck, from the Fae deck, and see what this is about. Okay, this is Faf the Footer, who's asking you to ground your energy, stay in the present, in the now, and the Oakman. See, you've learned so much. I mean, there's so much wisdom in those eyes. The undressing of a salad, and this salad is perhaps, what's been happening in your life. Now it is being undressed one by one. You're able to take it apart. You're able to take the story apart and see what has been your role, what has been somebody else's role, what is this trying to teach you, how maybe you have ended up holding yourself back, okay? Because ultimately nobody really has power over us unless we give it to them. So I feel like there's a process here of inner healing, of transformation, and recognizing your power, okay? It may have a lot to do with your family or intimate connections, but it could be something else as well, okay? Now, when it comes to your career, business, finances, I want to pull one more card here, because this seems to me like you're going through, it's a bit of a trickle down effect. What you're going through in terms of your family life, your personal life, is affecting your career, business, finances as well, okay? For some of you, you are probably doing some kind of a spiritual work, okay? And I do feel like what's happening here is you're being recognized, okay? The moon in Lenormand is a beautiful card to get. You're getting recognition from the right people who feel like family to you, who are supportive of you, who push you to attain your goals and, your ambitions, okay? And more than anything else, who you feel content and fulfilled around. So there are supportive connections when it comes to your career, and what you're doing is you're listening to your intuition. You're relying on perhaps, for some of you, quite literally your psychic gifts to attain your goals, to achieve something, okay? And we have adjustments are required here. So I feel like what you're doing in terms of your career could be something that is very offbeat. It's perhaps something that's very creative in nature as well. And now in the spring season, you're getting certain hints, or you're tapping into that flow, that divine flow of inspiration, and you're making adjustments to how you approach your work, and possibly even in which direction to go if you've not had a particular direction, okay? So this looks actually really good, because I feel like you're coming into the sense of work, family, you could say, okay, and connections that are appreciative of you, that recognize you, that look at your gifts, okay, with admiration. And you're also tapping into that divine inspiration, that divine flow, to make certain adjustments in your approach and in your career. I want to get one more card for this section, okay. What else can they expect when it comes to their career? Group number 3. Oops, okay, this card wants to, yeah. Ace of Pentacles. and at the bottom of the deck we have the Hermit. So you're someone I feel who really works. I don't think you have a typical 9 to 5 job. I don't think you have I'm getting this very offbeat feeling from you, okay, and from what you're doing as well. It's probably why you felt like this around certain people who've maybe not accepted you and your wisdom and what you have to offer, and they don't understand you perhaps. Okay, that's okay, because you're attracting new connections in your life who do get you and who do understand you, okay, who understand your gifts, your divine purpose, your divine talents. And with the Ace of Pentacles there, I feel like you're initiating something new, okay, and this is something that's very tangible, very solid. Ace of Pentacles is like a new job, or relocating, a new home, a change in career perhaps, okay. But I'm strongly picking up on a sense of direction that you're getting, a sense of determination as well. This understanding that this is what I'm meant to do, this is what I'm meant to bring forth and present to the world, and what's going to bring back to me a reward, a compensation for my efforts. So this is beautiful actually, especially when it comes to creative and spiritual businesses or projects. You're going to do really well, I feel. You may even initiate something on the lines of like mystical teachings or mystical work or healing or counseling, okay. Something on those lines is what I'm getting very strongly, which also relies on having the right atmosphere and the right people, the right clients as well, who are supportive of you and your talents and your work, okay. Looks nice. Then we have, when it comes to your love life and relationships, this is really good. We have new beginnings, dawn. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So where you felt like an outsider in a particular group, now you're feeling like you belong in perhaps a different group, okay. And the happy family card as well here. It's all tying in together. I feel like your social circle and the people who you call your support system, it doesn't have to be your blood family, they are changing, okay. So new relationships, new connections, a new support group and a new soul family in a way is what you're bringing in, you're attracting in your life, okay. And it's something that you don't know about yet, you're yet to discover, you're yet to learn about. So when it comes to some relationship, if there is a new beginning in terms of a romantic partnership as well, this is someone who's probably going to even introduce you to new people, okay, and you will feel at home with them. Because there's also the sense of compassion here. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking a mile in other people's shoes reminds me they might be going through something tougher than I think. Like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy and too dressy to be casual. Basically, I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes I've been dealt. And you see how there's this strange creature here, half man, half horse, I guess. The message that I'm getting here is that you're going to be able to, for many of you, you're attracting people who are very different from what you're used to, okay. So you may be having some Aquarius placements now, or perhaps this eclipse is falling in your chart in Aquarius, in the house of Aquarius, okay. Or there are some Uranus placements going on. So there's a huge shift in your circle, okay, and You're inviting now connections who are not just compassionate, but they're also perhaps quite different. Okay, so there's a lot of learning going on here. May even speak different languages. Okay, they may be from a different culture, a different background, and yet there's a kinship that comes with them. Okay, beautiful. So okay, this one wants to pop out. We have demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. That is a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. What can they look forward to when it comes to their love life and relationships? Okay, yeah. We have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. And we have, not surprisingly, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, and that's exactly what we spoke about in this whole section here. Okay, you've grown wiser for it, and wisdom usually comes at this kind of a cost. So I'm not going to pity you or anything. I don't do that. I think this was something that was meant to be shown to you. It's a cycle that you're meant to break. Okay, it's a pattern that you're meant to break. And if you don't make space through those changes for something new, how is it going to come into your life, right? So think of that and focus on that. Be in the present and dream of the future. And bottom of the deck, we have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. So this looks promising. I'm wishing you all the very best. Have a lovely spring season. Let me know if this resonated with you, and all the very best for these new beginnings in your life. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.